Okay, we're back. This is Jason Kane with my buddy Carl Boyers, and this match is between Del Smith from London, England, and Chris Lawson from Indianapolis, Indiana. Del Smith is a professional snooker player from London. He's turned snooker professional in 1991. He's friends with Ronnie O'Sullivan, known him since he was a kid. He's made 25 1-4-7s, so he's a top player. And in his spare time, I think he's likes the Elvis look. I called him the Australian Elvis, but he's actually from England. He's a lovely guy. Talked to him at the bar.
Jason, he's a professional snooker player then, yeah?
I just talked to him. I don't know him from before.
I'm going to do some digging here.
And his opponent, Chris Lawson, I also am not familiar with. I've seen him around. In the 90s, he said he played on, some tournaments. Won a McDermott tournament in the 90s. But we're going to find out how these guys play. Dale won the lag. 9 ball's moving, and he's gone it off. He came up empty anyway. So let's Chris Lawson get the first chance.
So Del Smith from England, not familiar with him at all.
This is Chris Lawson shooting there.
Yeah, Chris Lawson is American. Nearly misses the 1 ball there with ball in hand, but it's fell. So Del Smith, sorry. Flown in for the qualifiers.
And he's got a mate, another guy with him from London. They came in together both. I think he's also in the qualifiers. I'm not sure of his name, but they sit at the bar together. I've seen them watching a golf and things.
And he's told you he's a professional snooker player.
Since 1991.
I'm not having it.
Oh, look at this.
He's got to be careful even going off.
Oh, he got on there, I think.
A little bit fortunate in the end, but I don't think he's in a good spot here. He was playing safe there, I do believe, but it's all wrong.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's doing there. Oh, he just hit the 4 ball too close to the pocket. That's what happened. This is a WPA Players Championship, the WPA event produced by CSI. We're playing on diamond tables with the Andy 988 cloth, How tips, Master Chalk, Cyclop Hyperion ball. Got to play a nice shot to get out there, get on a 6 between the 8 and 9, the cue ball. The way he's looking.
So at first glance, Del, you can sort of see that snooker style cue action.
It's got to slow down.
But many people from England over the years have tried to say they are a professional snooker player, but I don't think they are.
I think Del is. He actually told me in 2005 he got 1 away from making the Crucible. 1 match away.
Yeah, but it's 2019.
Yeah, but I tell you, you still got those skills.
You're not having it, are you?
No, I believe everything.
So he's missed the 6 ball. Second best prize, hooked his opponent.
Both a few mistakes in his first game here, Carl.
Yeah, it's kind of, we're into the unknown here, but I kind of like that because we get to see 2 new faces, and I think that's a good thing.
Well, you should definitely be out here. You can You see the snooker player, he keeps a chalk in his pocket.
Yeah, you can definitely see there's.
He's got good mechanics.
Yes, that's very snooker style. His action. Long pause at the back.
Alison Fisher pause.
Yep.
We have a game we play. We got the balls set up on a bar table, and we see how many balls we can make while Alison Fisher's paused before she shoots the ball. I made 8 once before she. It's amazing, you know, to make 8 balls before she hit the ball with a pause. Oh.
Cued that one nicely.
Yeah, you got out of line, but you still got the game. 1-0.
And obviously the viewers can't see this, but I'm currently on Wikipedia trying to find some information out on Del.
Also, he got to the quarterfinals of the World 10 Ball in Spain. So he does have some background in American pool as well. He's not just a snooker player. And he won the first game here. It's a good start from Del. Let's see how Chris Lawson hits these. I was talking about you earlier, how healthy you're eating, Carl.
Well, my wife has just confirmed in a text message. I said, "Do you know Del Smith?" She has replied saying, "Ronnie O'Sullivan's friend."
That's it, I told you. They've known each other when O'Sullivan was 10 and Del was 12. They became friends and they've known each other ever since. Let's see. Your wife, she knows.
Yeah, for anyone wondering why my wife would know, that's because she's an ex-lady snooker player. So he's landed on the wrong side of the blue 2 here because the purple 4 is down table. There you can see, wrong angle, so he's going to have to come with a big shot here.
That was a bad mistake he made there, actually, a bad positional mistake. You could also just play position for the safety here. Some people always think attack, but you can go and just play position for the safety behind the 8-9. Let's see what he's doing. Oh, he's hit that nice.
Oh, that's a
Beautiful shot.
Yeah. I like that.
I didn't know he had that path to miss all those balls. That was a wonderful shot.
Yeah, this Andy 988 cloth, very quick and responsive, so that helps you play that shot. We're using a Cyclop, Hyperion balls, diamond tables, diamond triangle rack. So, top-notch equipment here at the WPA Players Championships.
I played in a tournament in Pontins, snooker, in I think it was the late 80s or early 90s, and your wife was there with Alison Fisher, playing snooker, and O'Sullivan was there, and we were in a car, and he was a lunatic back then. He jumped on our car as we're moving.
He was a lunatic back then.
Yeah, he was about 14. He was jumped on the car and he's clinging. We're trying to get away, and he won't let us get away. He's clinging on the car, moving. I was like, oh my God. We knew back then when he was 13, 14, he's going to be the best player in the world. Oh, he's gone a bit far here.
Yeah, he was steering it in with his body then. He knew it weren't going in clean.
It's not easy, this shot. Blind back cut.
Yeah, and after, if he makes the 8-ball, cue ball's going to be going up table. Must pop the ball here though. Worst thing you can do is miss it. He does pot it. Cue ball goes up. 9 ball. Ah, yes, that's nice.
I tell you, this was a nice out. He made a couple of nice shots in this.
Yeah, it's important to show your opponent you're here to play and take your chances early on.
Tied it up at 1-1, still on serve. Carl, a lot of these players are staying in town for the US Open next week, aren't they?
Yes, that's correct.
We're going to have 2 weeks of pool here in Vegas.
Yeah, it's the inaugural US Open 9-ball championships run by Matchroom Multisport, following this WPA Players Championships, which is also the first time the WPA have run their own event. So 2 big weeks in the world of 9-ball pool for fans, players, because pool's been struggling of late. You know, we're missing some big tournaments, so
This is excellent.
you know, hopefully this is the start of, you know, something big for the players.
I mean, I like the format of these this event. Organized, play matches on time. Oh, he's gone straight. That's the worst. He goes straight and off like that.
Well, he's actually done that on his first break, but he did it. He sort of screwed it back into the top pocket. And if there's something, a snooker player, somebody who comes from the snooker background, is not very good at, it would be the break shot.
Yes.
Is it 2 bad ones? I wonder how Dell did yesterday in the
No, I don't know. I don't.
stage 1 event.
We'll have our statistician find that out for us.
So after a scratch, for any complete novices watching, you get ball in hand, put the ball anywhere you want. Key shot in this rack would be red 3 ball onto the purple 4, which is near the yellow stripe. So he needs an angle here. He's got an angle,
He's
but
got a bit.
you would like to have been playing in the other pocket if you could have. So now he's going to have to come, you know, there's a lot of speed control here. Unless he can still chop it in top right with loads of right hand spin. Omar Al Shaheen showed us a couple of beauties before.
You could go top right, 1, 2, 3 rails and 4 on the side. Oh, he's doing something else.
Speed was everything, as we felt. Overrun it a little bit, but he's still got a pot on it, very similar to the 8-ball in the last rack.
Well, we have some news, Carl. These 2 players played the first match against each other yesterday. And they got each other first match today.
Who won?
Dell 147 Smith,
Right.
the London, England boy.
My wife has just sent me another message. The viewer saying she thought
Oh, he's on and off.
she thought I meant Del Hill,
Oh.
not Del Smith.
Oh, well, now that's getting... Now,
I knew there was a Del Hill that was good friends with me.
here we go. Now it's too much now. We don't need to confirm. I've spoken to Del Tom.
Yeah, well,
He knows.
he is wearing a World Snooker
I like his style.
T-shirt though. Yeah, he's a. I mean, there's no denying he can cue a ball.
No, but everything, his look, everything. I like it the way.
You know, you get a good look at his cue action here. Very compact, very Alison Fisher-like.
He must be confident, having beaten the same player yesterday in the first match. You know, Dell, to get to play the same guy again. He's got. I've beaten once. I feel good about this.
Yeah, for sure. There you see, very good view of his cue action.
That's a nice shot. He lost the next match yesterday to Jeffrey Ignazio, who's a very good player.
one thing's for certain, if he is a professional snooker player, he's not doing too good at the World Championships because the World Championship qualifiers are on right now. Back in England.
And he's won that game. He's up 2-1.
So Mr. Lawson missed a little bit of an opportunity there. Maybe he's got it in the back of his mind. This guy beat me yesterday. Sometimes you can think like that. I'm not saying,
yeah, no, absolutely.
I'm not saying it's, I wouldn't advise thinking like that, but it's always got to be in the back of your mind, hasn't it? But we don't know how the match has gone. Was it 5-0? Was it 5-4? Was it a classic? Or?
Oh, yeah, we don't know what happened exactly. So I was talking just for a second earlier about the way you're eating so healthy, and I'm going to do that now. You know, I'm going to stop all these chicken tenders. Yeah, don't have a look. Looking how fat my stomach is.
There's no weight on you, man. What's up with you?
No. So yeah, I'm going to have a nice, whatever you had. Oh, chicken something you had earlier. That looked nice.
Chicken teriyaki at
was
Griff
good,
Billiards is tremendous. Get yourself down here and get it ordered, honestly.
24 hours.
Yes, so this is our 3 o'clock match. And we've got a fantastic matchup at 4 o'clock. Chang Yu Long, one of the top players in the world, against another top player from the Philippines, Jeffrey Ignacio.
Oh, that's what we just mentioned.
That's a class match. Up next at 4 p.m. in 45 minutes. So there you can see.
Wow, he's loading up on this one, isn't
you
he?
can see, very loose. Oh, he crunches the break. Look at this.
Oh.
There's no balls left.
Boom.
4 balls on the break.
Wow, he put his hip into everything. Body English.
He's faced with a tricky opener, though.
Yep.
It's one of them sort of shots where you always sort of hit it a bit fat into the side rail, don't you?
Yeah.
Good thing is, cue balls naturally, you don't really have to worry about the cue ball, do you? Because it's coming over towards the 3. So you just got to make sure you put your 2 ball here. Centre
nice.
of the pocket. Needs this to bounce. Oh, this is lovely. Nice little angle here as well. I'd love this match to go 4-4.
A lot of matches have been going hill-hill, with mistakes from both players today. Oh, jinxed him. Mistakes from both players, I said, and then he misses.
Yeah, I think that's a case of overspinning the cue ball, and then the side spin fires it towards the left rail. So Dell, 2-1 up, has got these 4 balls. Key shot coming up though, needs an angle.
Oh, that's not so good.
Yeah, that's a lot of angle. You want it to be centre of the table, so he's a good 2.5 foot short there.
He's got to stay down on this ball, just make it come across a natural angle, natural position here. Got to make that ball. Oh, that's a nice shot.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect him to be a million miles away on most pots.
Yeah.
Certainly down to his fundamentals, you know. Where you would think he's going to be a bit raw would be the break shot.
I was watching him there. He does stay down. He doesn't jump up on a ball. Oh, he's a little fight in the middle here. 50-yard line, as they say.
Yeah, I think breaking and the safety aspect might catch him out a little bit. Kind of the kicking aspect.
Oh.
The commentator's curse strikes again.
Mistake from both players in this game.
Now this is makeable, but you've got to hit it thin.
And he just missed the last shot he attempted, so he might be thinking about that. Let's see what he does here.
Now let's look at the difference in cue actions. Will he stay still, or is there movement? He stayed still.
And Nice shot he made.
Yeah, it was a good shot. Very thin.
Escape that one, he said, I heard. Tied it up at 2.
So this will be Dell's 3rd break, and he's scratched twice on his previous 2 breaks. So he needs to cut them mistakes out.
It's amazing that it's 2-2 after doing that twice. So this cue ball should be going nowhere near the pocket. That's the one thing that should be on his mind here. Yeah, he's thinking about it, look.
Yeah, he needs to try and just hit above centre of the wire just to get it stopping.
He's gone in!
He's just losing the cue ball.
Oh my goodness, I would have lost 50 G on that. I would have put everything in my house, everything I had on it. My bicycle, my old bicycle, everything would have gone on it.
It's been a long time since I've seen somebody scratch 3 on the spin. But he's not even getting kicked enough. He's sending the cue ball straight in.
I do that once. I would never do it again in the same match. It's the one thing I'm thinking about. I hate going straight in the side.
I think he needs to be hitting the cue ball first here, not the yellow. There we go. Just lining it up. That's just a little joke, by the way.
It's an oldie but a goodie. Vincent, even our main man Vincent behind the scenes, he can't stop himself. He's giggling.
It's not as easy as it looks, so I always think these type of shots.
No, this is not an easy shot.
No,
Off angle, long distance. Yeah, it wasn't easy. He did that obviously because of 4-5's tied up. He thought better to go for that. Or 2-5 it is. Yes, it's a blue 2 and a 5 that was tied up.
Yeah, I'm not so sure because he had ball in hand there. I think he did have an opportunity to put the cue ball where he wanted to break out the 2 and kind of chased an easy rack, didn't he?
I think with the misses and things, not feeling so confident, so he thought he'd go for it. It's going to be a long game, this one, I think.
Yeah, we've got action now. As you can see, there's a cluster of 3 balls tied up top left. So there's no value in trying to make the 1 ball, but you would think he's going to be locked up in jail now after this shot.
I think there's the 3 foul rules in play. This could be one of those kind of games. You can get someone on 3 fouls.
Yeah,
you know?
It's not a bad shout, that partner. It's definitely on.
Oh God, he's wow.
Well, has he left him an opportunity here? He's hit the shot so hard, the 1 ball's flew around the table, hit the jaw of the middle, and if he can see it, upon potting it, he's going to go into that cluster, isn't he?
Yeah. I think that last shot, I don't know what he.
You just sense this is a type of match where there's a lot to speak about, you know.
As I stay silent, but yes. Oh, it's he hit it. Let's see. And wow.
As our colleague Ben says, he's had no friends there. You would think he's got a real good opportunity of a safety shot here. A couple of ways of playing this. Kind of personal preference, I suppose. Do you want to get the cue ball in behind the 4? Or do you chip the 2 ball in behind the 4? Yeah, I expect him to chip it because it's a bit snooker style. You know, like a certain way to hit it. And he's left a little bit of an edge.
Yes.
Because of the contact on the 9.
So the final 4 players from today's qualifier will qualify for stage 2, which starts at Tuesday noon, to join the other 48 players who have been invited, the seeds. You lose this match and you're done for the day. You have to come back and fight again tomorrow at noon. We have matches on the hour, every hour. The last match of the day is 7 p.m.
So because Dell didn't get the good enough safety shot, he's now kicking at this. He's made it in the side though. I do believe he's tried to kick the two in the other middle. So there's always a chance that can happen, flying across table.
You see that a lot, yeah. You see people miss banks as well in amateur. They miss it one point, this goes in the other across the table. Just got to think about making this ball. The cue ball will naturally come across, back for the purple 4. Across and back out. Just make this ball. Oh!
He didn't want to play, did he? He was obviously concerned that the cue ball wasn't going where he wanted it to go. I was saying before when Ben was in here, sometimes the camera angle, it looks easy.
Yeah.
But then when you're over there,
you have to scratch or something.
Yeah, or it's really thin.
Yeah. No, it definitely wasn't an easy shot even from here, but I thought, yeah, you got to go for it. He definitely didn't like it from, he played that safe.
Yeah,
I left him a shot.
I bet he wishes he'd have gone for it now anyway. Wow, he's attacking the table here. Is the 8 ball going to come to his rescue? I don't believe it has done.
No, it hasn't. This is all Dale Smith now.
There's another Englishman who's moved to America who plays a little bit of pool called Del Sim. So I keep getting the names mistaken.
It's a good shot. Nice cue action again there.
Concern
that's a
there,
good angle there, we can see that. Just got away with it.
There you see, reaching in the pocket for the chalk.
Yeah, when I grew up playing snooker, you weren't allowed to leave the chalk on the table. You had to put it in your pocket. You get kicked out of the pool, snooker hall. You weren't allowed to talk, nothing. Members only.
Probably left this a little bit longer than he would have liked. I'm not saying it's going to cause an issue, but a little bit further up table, it's a gimme.
Oh.
You could just sense it was a little bit. I mean, I'm not saying you should miss that ball, but he kind of just made it, maybe a 1 in 10 miss.
You sense something was maybe coming.
Yeah, just a little bit too far.
That's happened to me in the last match when it went hill. I just sensed that. I said, I don't think he's going to get out, and he didn't.
I still thought he was going to get that because he is a good cueist, but just the previous shot, if you can get up to the centre of the table, it's a gimme then.
Yeah. It's in his head that he's out of line a little bit. Oh, that was.
We've got it all going on here at the minute. I'm amazed how hard he hit that ball, though.
But his cue, he twisted his wrist, he came across it. That's a pressure of a race to 5, and you're out if you lose on that shot. It's good recovery from Dell.
Yeah, you just feel Chris Lawson, you can't be missing them if you want to advance to the next round, especially after Dell's missed the 8-ball and give you a glorious opportunity. I think he was a bit edgy on the 9. Certainly with the speed he hit it, he completely whacked that 9-ball, didn't he?
Yeah.
So Chris to break, having missed, you know, a shot he should make. So he's not going to be happy with himself.
Last time he made 4 balls. Let's see what he does here. Nothing. I think he made nothing. Dell's up. Maybe he can make the 1 on the side. Can't tell. I think so. Q will be hitting the 7-9. Blue 2 balls up table.
Yeah, I think he can certainly pot the 1 ball in the side. He's just looking at the angle the cue ball's going to hit into the blue 7. Or can he miss them balls?
Oh, he's playing
He's played safe. It's not a bad option, really. He's got a big wall of balls to land behind.
Yeah.
And he knows his opponent.
He's going for the jump cue here, Carl.
Yeah, he knows his opponent's not feeling too good at the minute as well. Should be 3-2 down.
I think you can do this with your shooting cue. Oh, he's got a long cue, actually. So maybe it's a long jump cue.
Yeah, I do believe it is a jump cue, but I think, like you say, it's a long one. Maybe it's his break cue.
Yeah, just needs to pop over the edge.
Very thin, though. Do you think he's playing this in the top or in the side?
I think I'm confused now. I thought it was going to go on the side. Oh, maybe in the top then. The way he's jacked up. I would just, I don't know, on the side and just massate it a little bit, just jump with my shooting
You've lost
cue.
the will at the minute, haven't you?
Just, yeah, it's just
You're baffled, aren't you?
baffled.
Sat here watching this, a little bit baffled. It's been a funny match, hasn't it?
It's like
I kind of like matches like this.
no, I do. It's like I go for a Christie special. You don't know what in a mystery thing.
Well, it's just, you know, you feel like there's a lot of twists and turns to be had.
Yeah.
But Dell will know the importance of this rack now.
I think Dell's going to get his confidence up. And Chris Lawson's making a lot of mistakes, and Dell's got the lead. If he can get this to 4-2, I think he knows he's got him again. He beat him yesterday. Oh, Dell.
Some uncharacteristic misses getting thrown in now. Don't expect professional snooker players to be missing balls like that. Not the way they cue. But I think because he's missed a few, it's in his head a little bit. Could do with this keep running, looks pretty good though. Yeah, it's a nice shot. I think the green 6 will go in the side. If it doesn't, it will go up into the top. Yeah, he's playing in the top. Kind of like that because you know you're never really going to miss it in the top because it plays as a bigger pocket from the line it takes. There's just something about it where you're just not 100% yet, are you? if he's
Well, I'm
gonna knock
scared to
him in.
say he's out here because if you say it, he's going to miss.
Oh, you
So I was
never
staying
say
tight.
that. Never say they're out. You just never know.
I'm just on the edge of my seat, to be honest.
I like to look where it can go wrong. So I just think if he lands straight on there, it could go wrong here. He's jacking down for a start, so he could miss this. If you land straight on the 8, then you're not playing a natural, so he's got to draw the cue ball back now. Goes over to mess with his tip. I think he's just maybe sanding it down a little bit, taking the miscue out. So if the cue ball's, let's say, a foot to the left, you pop your ball and it naturally comes off the cushion, doesn't it?
Yes.
Rail, not cushion. I apologise.
I say cushion.
I know,
They are cushioned,
I
actually.
know, but... So now he's had to draw back,
And he's overhit it.
which is execution, and he's overdone it because of the tension in the arm, and he's in no man's land, and this is the problem.
You might have heard us say cushion, and it affected. You might say, "What are they talking about, these English guys?" And he's you know, it's just jacked up like that.
No, that was pure nerves, adrenaline, tension in the arm. You're trying to draw back and stop the cue ball in an area instead of using a rail.
Yeah.
You either pull out the shot or overdo it, you know, and that's what's happened. Tough shot this now, though. I don't.
Yeah, especially after. I mean, look at the situation of the score and the mistakes he's made. This is a tough shot.
The bank shot's not an horrific option, is it? I tell you what,
Wow,
that's a
that's a
good
good
pot.
shot.
That cue ball was near the side, so
Yeah.
fair play.
That was a
Fair
good
play,
shot.
good pot. It was a big rack as well. He just felt 4-2. Did he have it in his locker to win 3 on the spin? And now it's a best of 3.
Yeah. Oh, hey, you know, you're missing out. You know what's coming up? Can he do 4 in-offs?
Well, look where he's put the
Oh,
cue ball.
if he goes in off here, I'm going to fly out of this booth. No, don't. Oh, no, don't do it, Del. No. No.
Wow, he's gone in off. He's had 4 breaks and he's had 4 in offs. That is incredible.
No.
To be fair, he did get a couple of kisses, so, but he did lose the cue ball. He didn't park the cue ball, but 4 out of 4 in offs.
He put it dead straight as well, not to go in off. He's laughing. He sees me laughing. Oh, you can't believe it. Unbelievable. I think I jinxed him, though, because I said, hey, watch this, and he's gone in off.
His opponent, Chris, had a little giggle as well.
He did everything there to avoid in off, and he's got kicked in twice, like you said, and gone in off. The pool god said, we'll show you. Have some of this. Wow, this is... You're getting your money's worth here.
Yeah, if the orange 5 ball doesn't pass the 8 ball, then he's got to play it. He's just having a look now, isn't he?
Oh, I think that goes, Carl.
Yeah, I would say it does. But if it doesn't, he's got to get the right angle on the purple 4. Yeah, I think that tells us the 5 does go. So this is key shot now. If he plays a good shot here and gets on the 4, you would think he's a strong favourite to get on the hill first. Didn't want to bump the green 6 because he's kind of put that in the way. So he's got to come with a shot now, hasn't he?
Does he just naturally float this from the top and come by the head spot just above that? You know. Yeah, just to the left of the head spot and leave yourself long and a shot at least, not get hooked.
Yeah, I can see what you're saying.
He's hitting low on the cue ball.
Yeah, he's going to try and spin it in, isn't he, and kill it.
But that brings that into play. I think, he got away with it, but now the 6
doesn't go, yeah.
6-8 combo or something.
It's amazing when he played the red 3 and bumped the 6 there. It just went in that position where it just caused a few little issues, didn't it?
Yeah, you knew that immediately. It became that blocker. It blocked the path to get to that 5 in a number of ways.
So now, can he play this, and is he going to play a combo? 6 onto the 8? Difficult. I don't know.
Is he playing safe? What is he doing? I can't see.
He's going to play the combo here, and he needs...
Off angle.
The only good thing in this, at least the cue ball, if he makes this combination, the cue ball's going to come off the rail and sort of back out. This is a very difficult shot, though. Darren Appleton, very good at combinations, makes a lot of them. So's this fella. How's he finished?
Got a shot in the corner. Cue ball's close to the action.
Yeah, just make your ball here. Make sure you pot your 6. Is it going to fall in? It is.
That's a good shot.
The angle it was coming in at was always making the pocket play bigger, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Now, he has missed a 9 ball, similar to this, but the opposite way round. So
I'm going to say there's no way he's not going to get out. He's definitely getting out here. I got my shed on this. Not the house, lost the house, the shed on this. Don't pull the ball back. I need my shed. I've got tools in there, things. My knickknacks. Got my stamp collection, my comics, my Magic the Gathering cards. I've got everything in there. Don't do it to me.
The spin on the cue ball that he put on the last shot, when the cue ball hit the rail, it sort of spun back up table, didn't it?
Oh, I saved it.
He's quite good at them shots, though. You know, them like little thin ones.
Yeah.
He's made a couple.
Yeah, he did early as well.
So now the Englishman, Del Smith, needs to win the remaining 2 racks, otherwise he bows out on day 2.
Whoever loses still has 2 more chances to qualify, though. It's not over for them.
Is it going to be repeat or redemption?
This match is going hill-hill. I don't care. I don't even look at this game. This match is going hill-hill.
I want it to go hill-hill because I want to see if he can do 5 breaks and going off on the spin.
I mean, I don't know what I would do.
I would love that, you know.
I think I'd actually, I'd just fly around the room. I'd just be.
I got a sick mind. I like to fly.
It don't make much difference, but you put them on one screen.
I mean, I can't coach the player, but if Dell gets to break, I'll be going, Dell, trying to signal.
I feel like you won the game, you know. Dell that, all over the place.
Let's see.
Both players having a laugh and a giggle together.
They know they made mistakes, having fun. Try not to be too nervous about it. Let's see if he smashes these. Swap sides.
It's dry, but he's no pot on the 1 ball.
Also, the 5 and a 9. The 5 ball's not in an easy position for later on.
I'm liking your style now, spotting these little clusters, and
I'm learning from the best.
not an easy safety shot either. Now he doesn't have to play the safe here. You've always got the option, the incoming player after the break can play a push out, which means you can do anything.
I didn't even notice if that was a legal break, actually. I wasn't paying attention on that. I was just looking at balls. I don't think it was, but I'm not sure. Because in that situation, he could make Chris shoot from here, yeah?
Yeah, you're right. That was so difficult. I didn't really.
Dale, maybe being, you know, from a snooker background, being from England, he might not even have knew the rules so well and wasn't looking for it himself.
Yeah, and I mean, yourself and Ben have been spotting that. I've not even been looking because
I haven't been looking.
Because he's hitting it hard. I've just not
Yeah.
really been looking. You know,
Yeah.
it's not like he's deliberately just soft breaking and then you start looking for it, don't you? So he has got a chance to pop this one ball. 2 balls sat in a good position if he makes it.
Oh, he's missed out by a mile. Or has he? Or has he?
It's going to go, you know.
Looky here. Oh! It just caught off at the end. You see that?
Yeah, it was pulled a tad, but bit of justice because he was going for it in this pocket, so I don't mind that. I'm just wondering if the purple 4 is like touching the, you know, the 6, so it doesn't go in any pocket.
Well, he's gone behind him. He's hooked, snookered. This has got everything in this game. Could this game actually go overtime? What time is it? No, 15 minutes ago? 2 games?
So, as we see Del, we're going to see Del's attempt at a jump shot, see what he's like with a short cue.
Whatever happens after this match, I'm going to go and sit in a bar with Del and have a word with him and question about those in-offs on a break and what was going through his mind. If he does break and does a 5th one, I'm going to get some, like a cue ball or something. He's going to sign it for me. And I'm going to stick it on eBay. I'm going to get like 400 for it because no one's done that before.
He might play the bank here, you know. Yeah. He was in a bit of a difficult spot.
Somehow he's locked into a snooker. I don't like that piece of chalk sitting there on the cushion. I like to put it back on the rail a little bit, you know? Not sitting on the cushion part. Oh, he's like a magnet.
Yeah, he didn't really seem to be playing a kind of shot there. It was a bit of a hoo-ha. This is day 2 of stage 1. 4 players each day qualify for stage 2. And they will meet the 48 seeded players to make a 64-man single elimination. Race to 7s, win by 2. Unless it goes 9-9, then it will be a sudden death wrap. But we will explain more about that come stage 2.
If people are watching, thinking, what are these guys? Fargo's, Chris Lawson shooting is a 6-7-4, and Dale Smith is not listed. He doesn't have any matches on the system.
So, ball in hand, has to be said, not his finest shot. He's missed it, top rail. That was purely caused by the bad positional shot. Has to be said, the winner of this match needs to pick their game up if they want to have a chance at getting into stage 2, because it's not going to get any easier. There's some top players still in the room, and our next match, which will be just under 15 minutes, is going to be an absolute classic. 2 big hitters in the pool world. Has he made this bank? No, but I think the 9 balls come to his rescue.
We can't tell on that 4 ball later on what's going on with it. I think it, well, obviously it goes in the opposite side pocket, but we're not sure about anyone else. But Dell's main thought is to hit this ball and not foul.
I think he's just got to go 2 rails, hasn't he? Near the
Yeah.
pocket, spin off this and just leave distance. There's a lot of balls up
Yeah,
there.
he's done that.
Too hard though.
Too hard. He's opened those balls up as well. Now this game will go quicker.
Yeah, and he's been a tad fortunate there not to leave something easy. He's very good at these little thin nicks though. He's played a few, but this one's really thin. Let's see if he chooses to go for it. Might not quite be on. Like you said though, at least he's broke out them 2 balls, so you would think the next mistake by somebody would be curtains.
You would think.
Do Americans understand that term, curtains?
I do.
Yeah, but you're English.
I don't. Yeah, they should know. If they don't, that's on them.
Now he can play a combination, cue ball into 7 or 3 into the 7, whichever he likes. Yeah, he's sort of really lost his way a bit now.
Yeah, this could be it actually.
He's kind of thrown this match away because he got off to the sort of better start, and
Yeah.
Chris had let him off in a couple of racks, and it looked like he was going to walk it. And then we got the news that they played each other yesterday, and he beat him, but he's kind of really thrown this match away.
Yeah, I'm sure. Now, if you were a betting man, you'd say this was over, yes? I say it isn't.
I
And
would-
that's impossible, but I say it's not over. I say Dell will get back to the table. It's impossible, yeah? What do you think?
Well, I will say one thing: he's not going to get a better chance to win the match.
Okay, you'll see. I'm not liking it, though. I'm talking, but I don't believe it.
Where's he going to go wrong?
He's going to go in the side pocket. He's going to hit it so bad now, his pupil's going to go in the side. It's impossible.
Speed looks
behind the
good.
9?
No, you're begging, man. Now,
Here, maybe.
yeah, maybe here. If that's 7 balls, he wants it to be not. Is it thin? You know what I mean? So he's got to play a drag shot. You know, so kill the ball. So looks a little bit thin, doesn't it? Yeah. He might go up and down here. Or can he kill it? He had to kill it, and he's lost the cue ball a little bit.
Here. Look what we have here.
Yeah. I mean, he has made a few of these shots though, so I do have some confidence in him on this shot. Don't have to worry about the cue ball because of where the 9 is. It's like the 9 ball, this, isn't it? You feel like if you pop this, you've won. He's good at that shot, I tell you. Really good at that shot.
He actually got out.
Yeah, and there you see, the cue ball comes off a couple of rails, and this 9 ball in the side to get revenge on a guy who knocked him out yesterday. He's looking at the corner. I can't believe that.
Nah.
That's incredible.
Oh, he's going to miss this.
Surely you play this in the side, no?
Doink.
He's made
Made it. Oh,
Good shot.
what a game. That was a match.
Yeah, I enjoyed that one. Well, I'm also going to enjoy this next one in 9 minutes' time.
I'm going to have a cup of tea. Chris Lawson, 5-3 over Dell 147 Smith.
See you soon.